How does living in Amsterdam impact your mental health? How would you cope here? Do you have a personal definition of happiness?
That's the questions I asked, and here are the answers of three expats who are living in Amsterdam.
How would you say living in Amsterdam impacts your mental health and what contributes to that?
Actually, for me, it's very healthy when other people tend to complain about the weather. Because I'm on a bike every day, and I found that I am in a better health by being active on a bike every day a little bit than ever before. And actually, Dutch people encourage me to pick up on a sport. I will say for me it's fantastic. I know that some people tend to have a problem with the long winter, maybe the lack of the sun. But there is a fix for it. It's called holidays. It's very common that in Amsterdam, after a few months in the winter, you're just gonna book holidays somewhere just to have a bit of warmth in yourself, and then it's everything okay until March. Yeah. So yeah.
And then, in terms of, let's say you will have a bad day, you're not feeling it great in a specific moment. What are some ways to cope with? You said, for example, you can go biking, right? That's what you do.
You can go biking, and if you really have a problem with mental health, you can really go to a Dutch doctor, and there's some options in your insurance, and the doctor will also find a way for you to relax. So it's very common the Dutch doctor will send you to sauna. Yes, for example, yeah, or quite often you have a support before there was very big burnout in Holland, especially in Amsterdam a few years ago. And since then, it's very easy to get a support in any terms from a city. That if you don't have quite enough income, let's say to say you are earning somewhere on the minimum wage, there's a city pass. It's a pass that it's produced by a city hall for people with a lower income, and that gives you a discount, or you can almost enjoy any activity for €1. So, for example, ice skating. It's a sport that it's beloved by Dutch people. It's outside. It's very affordable. Costs you between €4 to €6 to go for a ride, for a slide, I will say. Yeah, and it's beautiful. So I really advise also, if you're not in a clubbing and you're a bit sportive, go to Jaap van Eyden, the most famous Dutch skater from the north. Jaap van Eyden, a great place to skate.
Okay. And in terms of happiness, do you have a personal definition of happiness? What does it mean to be happy for you?
Um, Personal definition for me, it's Amsterdam. That's my happiness. I can do anything I want to do here as an artist. I'm not restricted by some kind of religion that wouldn't allow me to produce work on the subject that I wish to. So unlimited freedom and safety, and yeah, just my bike. I really enjoy the way Dutch people organize the day. There's a little bit of work, a little bit of sport, and a little bit of relax.
Yeah, that balance is there.
Balance, exactly.
How would you say living here in Amsterdam in the Netherlands impacts your mental health? And what would you say contributes to that?
I think living in Amsterdam, it's really easy sometimes to get lost in the whirlwind of a larger city, a capital city. There's always things to do, so you want to not feel FOMO, I guess.
Fear of missing out, yeah.
Exactly, fear of missing out. But also, I think it's quite balanced. So, from the perspective of having lived in another capital city that's much, much larger, I think here life is more calm and also more balanced. I think when I spoke about people at work and the fact that they, their laptop is closed, they're not taking work home, that really makes a difference on your mental health. And
In
I
a
think
positive
it's really,
way.
in a positive,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it really makes you look at things from other perspectives as well, and yeah, helps balance it out in that sense. Where yeah, whereas I think in larger cities than this one, sometimes it's a bit difficult because you spend a lot of time on the commute, you're crammed with a lot of people, everyone's in a hurry, whilst here I feel people aren't hurrying as much. They're much more calm and taking time to, like, I don't know, proverbially smell the roses, I guess.
Yeah.
And I think that really helps, and I think that really impacts your mental health in a positive way. Obviously, there's stress, as in any place on this planet, I think. But I think there's less stress here by comparison to other places I've lived in that sense, which contributes positively to it.
And then, if you would say you may be having a bad time, or I mean, everybody has lost some days that I don't feel good, or some periods when I don't feel as well. How would you cope here? What would be some methods?
Well, I think it depends on every person.
Yeah, for you personally.
I think for me personally, I do love walking around here because it's a smaller city. It's quite easy to walk around everywhere if you really want to. Obviously, cycling is advised, but walking is also very fine. I think, walking around and discovering the city is really nice. Going to concerts and just generally connecting with people through music makes it nice, and it's a different connection that I think people don't find necessarily in a lot of other places.
Engaging in arts in general.
Engaging in arts in
advised.
general, exactly. Obviously going to Museumplein and exploring the museums, obviously world famous ones, but also ones that are very, I'd say, typical to the Netherlands. It's really nice, and the fact that it's so well connected to other cities as well, it's really nice to explore places that maybe you haven't been to, and that might bring a new perspective or just put a smile on your face, I guess. So I'd say.
Okay. And you personally, do you have an own definition for happiness? What makes you happy?
Ooh, that's a difficult question. I think calm and color are the things that make me happy. So calm in the sense that you can love the hustle and bustle for a while, but I think it weighs down on you quite a bit after multiple years of going through it. I think having the calm and having a place that you can call home, or a group of people that you can call home, I think that really helps sort of bring that perspective and have that feeling of warmth and of belonging somewhere. And then color, because I think a lot of things are better in color.
What do you mean by that?
Well, both in like a home and also in general in life.
Okay.
When things are really dark and gray, and here especially there isn't a lot of sun.
Okay. So you're not using it as a metaphor, you really mean
I mean
different
actual color,
colors.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I can use it as a metaphor as well, but I
yeah.
think I mean like actual color. So I think not necessarily seeing things to like rose tinted glasses, but more especially in like more Nordic countries or countries where it's cold and usually gloomy quite a bit of the year. Despite the fact that I love the cold, sometimes it gets to you. So having colorful things to look at or look for makes it really a nicer way to kind of like go through it. And obviously Amsterdam is quite a colorful and vibrant city in that sense. And it's nice to walk around and just see all these cute colorful houses and just, yay, it's nicer days.
How does living in Amsterdam impact your mental health, and what would you say contributes to that?
I would say there are two sides, I would say. On one side, the city is good for you because it's extremely pretty. The pretty architecture is good for your mental state, It's not like all those offices or apartments made of glass and steel. Also, the parks, plenty of parks to hang out in the summertime. So the cycling, amazing, because you are not stuck inside the metros, the tube in London underground for like 2 hours a day with all the noise. So cycling, for sure, that's good for you, being outside. And the bad aspects, I would say, just this excess and the city is a bit crazy about money and sex and all that stuff with the red light district. So I would say that's the negative aspect. And this is also something that the council noticed. That's why all the talk about, removing the red light and all that stuff. So yeah.
But how does this then affect someone's mental health? I mean, you can also keep out of those areas, right? You don't have to.
No, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true, of course. But I would say the strict city center, maybe too crowded, too loud, all those bars. I think if you want to enjoy Amsterdam better, just go a bit further away from the city center. There's also plenty of nice cafes, restaurants, bars to sit outside. I think that's the way to go in Amsterdam.
And overall, would you say living here is better for your mental health compared to London or Poland, or worse, or how would you compare it to that?
No, yeah, I would say it's quite great for myself because yeah, I do like cycling. If you like cycling, this is the city for you. I got rid of the car. I don't have to worry about the insurance or the road tax, the petrol prices going up all day, and just in general the vibe of the city. I do love this city. It's very laid back. It's very relaxed, and it's beautiful. I do enjoy great architecture. If you enjoy great architecture, you'll have a great time in this city.
Okay. And maybe for some days where you not feeling as great, sometimes a bit more down, for example, do you have a way to cope with this?
I mean, there's hundreds of activities you can do in this city. You can of course do Pilates, you can do yoga, you can do boxing classes, you can go to the gym, you can go to the park, just go out, meet people. Like every big city, it's full of life. You can do whatever you want, and I'm sure if you search long enough, you will find something for yourself as well.
Yeah. Okay. So doing any activity that you like to do, something active.
Yeah, of course, you can just take your bike, go on a trip, go see the country. It's a tiny country, cycling from Amsterdam to Rotterdam, that's like 2 hours or 3 hours, I'm not sure, but it's not far. So I would recommend that, just see the country by cycling.
Okay. And do you have a personal definition of happiness? What does happiness mean for you?
Yeah, of course, just do what you feel like, as long as you don't hurt other people, do what what your heart tells you, just be yourself. I mean, of course, it sounds banal, but just as long as you are living the life you want to live, you should be happy,
Going by your own ideals and all of that.
Yeah, of course, don't live the life that others expect you to. Just do what you truly want to do,
Okay.
That I would say, that's my advice.
Thanks a lot for watching until the end of this video. If you found value in this video, I would appreciate a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section how living in Amsterdam impacts your mental health, because that is of course a very individual question and can differ from person to person. We have one video left on that topic, which deals with the negative sides of living in Amsterdam and Europe on mental health. And if you want to see more topics on life in Amsterdam and other European cities, then please subscribe to this channel. And I hope to see you in the next video.